Good morning. My name is Alan Pineda, and this video oral presentation is for the class of Public Relations in Society. Today is Friday, May 8th, 2020. In the beginning, I felt that both public relations and journalism were the same profession, same type of work. They both influenced people's perceptions on products or a certain candidate that was running for office, or a car, or any type of thing that you wanted to promote a better image on. During the class, and reading some of the articles and the books and the comments that other classmates posted, my mind began to change, and I saw that in reality, public relations and journalism are two different career fields. Public relations is more of a who is who in the world, trying to promote a better image on an athlete, on a presidential candidate, on a senator candidate, on something or a place, person, or thing that a firm is trying to put in a better light. That being said, I think it's more to it. I think public relations come into play after some type of event happens. Somebody has a traumatic incident with, let's say, McDonald's. I remember a few years ago there was a lady that got burned with a cup of coffee at McDonald's. McDonald's spent a lot of money trying to sway the jury and popular opinion as far as if it was their fault or not that the lady got burned. Yes, the coffee was hot, but the lady should have taken some responsibility for not handling the cup correctly. I understand some people are going to get mad at me. She was a senior citizen and everything else, but when you get a hot cup of coffee, I think you should expect that cup of coffee to be hot. But anyway, so after that happened, like I said, McDonald's went on a rampage to try to get public opinion swayed their way, that she should have known and she should have been more careful. So these are things that happened after the fact, and that's my opinion of public relations. Another example would be the Exxon Valdez oil spill off the coast of Louisiana many years ago. Same thing after that. Oil companies try to portray their way of drilling for oil and the equipment and the personnel that they use as being top-notch, and again, it wasn't their fault. It was just something that happened. So these are certain examples that come to mind when I think about public relations. Journalism to me is newspaper articles, magazine articles, reviews of merchandise or products in a magazine. A new razor comes out, journalists do their report and try to promote that product for their magazine or for their newspaper. Another example, a journalist would be someone that works for the New York Post. They are tasked with researching whatever the editor wants them to research. It could be something with the police department, why they issue tickets the way they issue tickets, or why they pull over certain ethnicities more often than others. Another assignment for a journalist might be finding the best travel locations. And, some journalists in the East Coast will promote Boston or New York City or the lower coast of Florida or South Carolina as being the best. Then you have journalists on the West Coast, that will say that California or Portland and Washington State are better. So that's a different way of journalists being involved. But after, again, like I was saying earlier, after taking the classes and everything that's going on now with the COVID, I think that journalists and public relations firms try to influence the way people think. There's a lot of money being made, and there's a lot of money with sponsorships, and I think a lot of times these professions get swayed into the money aspect of it. Not all, but the majority of them do. They start politicizing and advocating a certain product or a certain person or a certain item, something that is going to bring some type of value to them. I think that's wrong. I think if you're going to be a journalist and you're going to be in the public relations field, you have to be unbiased and just report the facts. You took an oath and you have ethical values that mandate that you do what you are asked to do, not put your 2 cents into it. Just report the news, report the findings. If you were tasked to represent a certain product, and after all the reviews and after all the public opinion, that product isn't worth what it's supposed to be, then report that. Let the people make their own decisions, but be honest, put the facts out there. That's it. I think this class was great. It opened up my eyes to a lot of things that I was probably being biased, but based on all the facts, I do feel that journalism and public relations are two different professions. But right now in 2020, I think they are both the same, and they are both going after the same agenda, which is backing up whatever product or person is paying the most.